Earlier today, I asked my toddler to put on shoes. That's it, just shoes. What happened next surprised me, and it might sound familiar to you. There was crying, sitting on the floor, and a firm decision that shoes were not happening. And in that moment, I wasn't thinking about parenting advice. I was just tired. If you've ever wondered, why is something so small turning into such a big struggle? Stay with me, because the answer isn't what most people think. Toddlers are in a really unusual stage of life. They want independence, but they don't yet have the skills to handle it. They feel emotions that are very real and very intense, but they don't have the words. So those emotions come out sideways, through crying, through hitting, through saying no to everything. Here's the part most parents don't hear often enough. That behavior isn't a sign you're doing something wrong. It's a sign your child is learning. And once you understand what toddlers are actually trying to do, parenting starts to feel very different. Positive parenting doesn't mean letting everything go, and it definitely doesn't mean never setting limits. What it really means is this: you teach instead of threaten. You guide instead of control. It's not about raising a toddler who never has tantrums. It's about raising a child who feels safe enough to calm down after one. That distinction matters more than it sounds, and it changes how you respond in the moment. When a toddler melts down, most of us immediately think, how do I stop this? But a more helpful question is, what's actually going on underneath this behavior? Because most toddler behavior isn't manipulation. It's hunger, it's tiredness, it's frustration. It's too many feelings at once. And when you start looking for the reason instead of just the behavior, your reactions naturally soften. That's not weakness, that's skill. Here's something simple that makes a big difference. Toddlers don't yet have the language to explain what they feel, so we lend them our words. You're upset. You really wanted that. That was hard for you. This doesn't reward bad behavior. It actually helps their brain settle. And when a toddler feels understood, their body starts to calm down, even if the situation doesn't change. Now, this part is important. When a toddler is very upset, logic doesn't work, explaining doesn't work, reasoning doesn't work, connection does. Getting down to their level, lowering your voice, letting them know you're there. Once they feel safe, then learning becomes possible. If correction comes before connection, toddlers push back harder. If connection comes first, cooperation follows more naturally. Positive parenting still includes boundaries, but toddlers need them short and clear. Not long speeches, not repeated warnings. Simple phrases work best. We don't hit, toys stay on the floor, food stays on the table. You might feel like you're repeating yourself too much, but repetition is exactly how toddlers learn. Calm repetition builds understanding. Big reactions build fear. A lot of toddler struggles aren't really about behavior, they're about control. Toddlers want to feel like they have some say in their world. That's why offering choices works so well. Red cup or blue cup, shoes first or jacket first, walk or be carried. You're still setting the boundary, they just get a small choice inside it. And that small choice often prevents a big meltdown. Here's something many parents find surprising. Toddlers don't need constant praise, they need to feel noticed. Instead of good job, try I saw you try. You waited. You used your words. This kind of encouragement teaches toddlers what they did right, not just that you approved, and it builds confidence that lasts longer. Not every lesson needs punishment. Natural consequences teach better than lectures. If toys are thrown, they get put away. If water is splashed, bath time ends. No anger, no threats, just calm follow-through. At first, toddlers may protest, but over time they learn how their choices affect what happens next. Now let's talk about something that doesn't get said enough. You are going to lose patience sometimes. You might raise your voice. You might say something you regret. That doesn't undo your good parenting. What matters is what happens after. "I'm sorry," I yelled. "I was frustrated. I'm going to try again." That teaches responsibility and repair, something many adults are still learning. Positive parenting isn't about getting everything right. It's about showing up, repairing when needed, and learning alongside your child. If this video helped you even a little, consider subscribing or sharing it with another parent who might need it. You are not failing. You're parenting a toddler, and that is hard.